Why solutions inside the old paradigm no longer work, and why a decentralized paradigm is the only path forward. For decades, society has tried to solve new problems with old tools. We keep applying the same centralized logic: bigger institutions, more regulation, more control, more hierarchy, to challenges that are fundamentally different from anything the previous generations faced. The result is predictable: the old paradigm produces diminishing returns. It cannot solve the problems it created. The old system was built for a world that no longer exists. It assumed stability, predictable careers, affordable housing, strong communities, and institutions that could carry the weight of society. Today, none of those conditions hold. Costs rise faster than wages. Housing becomes inaccessible. Healthcare and insurance strain families. Communities fragment. And institutions, political, economic, and social, struggle to adapt. People feel this collapse intuitively. They sense that, working harder, inside the old structure does not lead to security. They see that traditional paths, career, mortgage, retirement, no longer guarantee stability. They watch entire industries transform overnight. And they realize that the old paradigm cannot be repaired from within. It is structurally misaligned with the world we live in now. This is why solutions inside the old system fail. They are built on assumptions that no longer match reality. A new paradigm is emerging, not through ideology, but through necessity. It is decentralized, flexible, and community-driven. It does not rely on large institutions to solve problems. Instead, it distributes responsibility, creativity, and value across networks of individuals. This new paradigm is not a theory, it is already visible in the way people live, work, and organize. A new economic logic: barter, skill exchange, and decentralized value. In the old paradigm, value flowed through centralized channels: banks, corporations, governments, and large intermediaries. But as these systems become more fragile, people turn to alternative forms of exchange that are more resilient and more human. Barter returns as a natural form of value exchange. When two people trade skills, time, or goods directly, they bypass the friction and cost of centralized systems. Barter is not primitive, it is adaptive. It strengthens community bonds and reduces dependency on unstable institutions. Skill exchange becomes a core economic engine. In a decentralized society, each person contributes what they are good at: design, repair, teaching, cooking, coding, gardening, and receives what they need from others. This creates a circular economy where value is shared, not extracted. Decentralized blockchain economies provide the infrastructure for trust, transparency, and ownership. Blockchain is not about speculation, it is about removing unnecessary intermediaries. It allows communities to create their own tokens, reward systems, and microeconomies that reflect their values. It enables peer-to-peer cooperation at scale. Together, these elements form a new economic foundation, one that is resilient, flexible, and aligned with human needs. A new social logic: community over institutions. The old paradigm relied on institutions to hold society together. But institutions are slow, rigid, and often disconnected from the people they serve. In contrast, decentralized communities are faster to adapt, more transparent, more accountable, more supportive, more resilient. Communities that share resources, skills, and knowledge can survive shocks that centralized systems cannot. They can create their own safety nets, their own support structures, and their own economic loops. This is not rebellion, it is evolution. A new cultural logic: sovereignty and cooperation. The decentralized paradigm is not about isolation. It is about sovereignty with connection. Each person becomes responsible for their own life, but also part of a network where cooperation replaces competition. Instead of relying on distant institutions, people rely on each other. This shift creates a culture where responsibility is shared. Value is co-created. Decisions are distributed. Power is balanced. Creativity is unleashed. It is a culture that mirrors how nature works, decentralized, adaptive, and interconnected. The path forward. We cannot fix the old paradigm by staying inside it. We cannot solve modern problems with outdated structures. But we can build something new, quietly, steadily, and together. A decentralized society is not a dream. It is a practical response to a world where centralization no longer works. It is a return to human-scale cooperation, supported by modern technology. It is a way to create stability, meaning, and resilience in a time of uncertainty. The future will not be built by institutions. It will be built by communities. It will be built by people who understand that the old paradigm has reached its limit, and that a new decentralized paradigm is already here, waiting to be developed.